On the track, call comes down to this. Saturday is the big day as American Pharoah fights to become the first Triple Crown winner since 1978. But there's one trainer who's gearing up to be the big spoiler. He's got a history of driving a stake through the heart of Triple Crown contenders. Hall of Famer Nick Zito has earned his own career Triple Crown, winning the Preakness once, the Kentucky Derby and Belmont Stakes twice. He is betting he can do it again with his horse, Frammento, this weekend. He joins us on the phone now. Nick, you just love being a party crasher, don't you?
I don't know, Liz, about driving a stake into somebody. Holy cow. That's a little rough, but I'll take it if we win.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out what we should put. We were saying, is he the vampire killer? And then we said, no, horses aren't vampires. Yeah. But you are fascinating. As a guy who grew up in Queens and became this unbelievable trainer, it is amazing to a lot of people how you manage to be the spoiler so many times. How is it that you do this?
Well, you know, it's interesting you said that. I think what happens, too, is obviously, you know, you have to have a horse that has the pedigree to go a mile and a half. That's one thing, you know, about this famous race. And, you know, it's the last jewel of the Triple Crown, Liz. It's a mile and a half. It's not a mile and a quarter. It's not a mile and 3/16. It's a long way to go. And sometimes, believe it or not, these horses, these long shots that win these races, you never hear anything about them after that because they're just like specialists.
Yeah.
And if you have a specialist horse that could actually go this mile and a half, sometimes you can be a spoiler.
Well, Frammento, which by the way means sliver, just a sliver. I love the actual definition of this. Framento's dead last in the odds among the 8 horses in the Belmont, 33-1. How accurate do you believe those rankings are to you, and are you intimidated by that?
No, actually, the 2 times that we did spoil the Triple Crown bid in this last, 10 years, whatever it was, 11 years.
Right. Birdstone, just to remind people, Birdstone upset Smarty Jones, and is it Diatra upset Big Brown?
Yeah, the Tara. And if you look at it, both those horses were 35-1 each. I mean, both of them were long shots. And, you know, it happens. And one of the reasons it happens is, like, if the favorite for some reason gets in a speed duel or gets hooked up or is kind of rank for, the jockey can't control them, and it's a mile and a half race, and they put pressure on them, or you never know what foot goes which way. Then you just hope to be in position, like we were a couple of times,
sure,
to have your horse right. But the beauty part about this race, which I'm happy about, this particular horse of ours, Frammento, has come up to the race exactly the way we want him. People might say, well, he doesn't win that, many races, and he doesn't. He ran in the Derby, and, he was, whatever he was, 11th, But the interesting thing is that actually helps him to run in a mile and a half race. What it was like American Pharoah.
It is the longest one, and the number one prize for the purse is $800,000. Nick, that's a lot of sugar cubes. We wish you and Frammento good luck.
Thank you so much, Liz. and I'll next. And listen, like I said, we get the stake and we have to drive it through.
Exactly, right through the heart.
There you go. Well, thanks so much.
Yeah, not of the horse, though. We love the horses.
No, we love the horse, and we're hoping, like every other racing fan, you're hoping for a Triple Crown. But if it's us for some reason and our horse does well, like I said with the last 2, I'll take it. But if not, the game's bigger than everybody, and I'd like to see it. But thank you very much for asking me to come on your show. Please
come back on, whether you win or lose. We'd love to have you on. You're a winner in our eyes. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Mark.
Yeah, Mr. Nick Zito. Frammento is the horse. Watch that one at the Belmont. Closing.